friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the gaming performance test of the Asus ROG Phone II, which is a dedicated gaming smartphone with 8GB RAM, Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 plus chipset, and this has 120Hz refresh rate display. That's a 6.59 inches display and a massive 6000 mAh capacity battery. So in this video we'll test the gaming performance. So we'll play Asphalt 9 and also PUBG Mobile and see how much battery drain happens, what is the heating on this device. So you can see that this device has heat sinks and vapor chamber cooling inside this. That's the reason you can see that there is vents here. So this is how heat is dissipated from the device. It has a glass and metal construction, and you can see this the vapor cooling chamber inside along with heat sinks, and this is how the heat is dissipated. Now this device comes with a larger 6000 mAh capacity battery. So right now we have 46% battery on this device, and we'll also see the temperature right now. So 31.5 almost is the temperature, 31.4, that's the temperature on the back panel, and the display is 31.6, so that's the temperature. Almost close to 32 on the display bottom section, so still we'll say it's less than 33 degrees. Now let's play two games, Asphalt 9 and PUBG Mobile. So before going into gaming, so there are some modes available. One is you can see the X mode, or rather the performance mode. If you go here, you can see that this is the Armory Crate application. So you can see that these games are available here. Game profiles is there. There is a console here. You can see that CPU, how the performance of the CPU is, CPU temperature, then the clock speed, RAM available, RAM used, the storage available, then Game Genie, you can manage the games, air triggers are there, then you can configure the air triggers, fan speed, system lighting, you can configure the system lighting with aura lighting, then setup aura lighting. You can see that aura lighting can be turned on. So this is the aura lighting. So when you start gaming, aura lighting comes up. So that's that's all the features available here. So game profiles can also be set. So now going back here, if you press, you can see that these are air triggers available. So this is one air trigger, and here also one air trigger is there. Then we have the touch sensation. So if you press the phone here, you can see that it will go to the X mode. So right now you can see that X mode is turned on. So if you go to the Armory Crate, X mode is right now turned on. Now you can launch the application. So gaming profiles, you can see the performance, X mode, as system, then CPU, temperature control, you can see memory cleaner is there, display, you can set the refresh rate. Right now we have set it to 120Hz, that's the one. Then you can also control the touch response, the network, restrict background sync, prevent the switching of networks, audio, you can set the audio mode. So all these things can be done here. Now this is the temperature control and performance, so gaming mode. So you can see that gaming mode, hardcore tuning, gaming tuning, advanced, ultimate. So these things can be set here. You can see the power consumption also available here. So these are the things which you can configure on this device. So a lot of things can be configured. Then there is also heat sink, the air trigger configuration available. So we'll talk about that in a while. So let's go to Asphalt 9. You can see that now X mode is turned on, no alerts, no calls, and it's purely gaming right now. So this also has a really good stereo speakers, front firing dual speakers. It gives you really great output as well. So this gaming review is going to be a bit longer because we're going to talk about the features available. Now once you just open the game, if you just swipe from here, you can see more closer here. So these are the options available. You can see speed up, air triggers, macro, lock, touch, then record, live, search, then you can see that FPS, temperature, clock speed, then X mode is turned on, no alerts, lock brightness, real-time info can also be set. So you can see that right now you can see the real-time info, FPS is mentioned here. So all those things can be set. Now air triggers, so that's something which will come here. So there you go, you can see air triggers. So right now you can see these are the two air triggers. One is for the top left side, then the other one is for top right side. So you can see these are the two air triggers. So you can configure the air trigger where you are going to play. So which all control you want air trigger, so that on top of that you can keep the air trigger. So right now we have kept air trigger for these two places. Then let's play. So now configured, so let's play. So you can see that when I press the air trigger here, you can see this is working, and when I press here, you can see this is working. So these are the two air triggers. So now we have set the air triggers, one for the nitro and one for the braking. So right now if I press here, you can see that the brakes are working. So that's how this air trigger works. Now if I press here, this is a nitro, so I don't have to touch the screen completely. I can have the full experience of the display, and using the air triggers I can just fire whatever controls. The thing is that you need to configure the air triggers where you want it exactly. So if you are in PUBG, you can keep these air triggers for firing or scope or moving, whatever you want, that can be set here. So this is how air triggers work. So this looks pretty good. Now we'll just show you the other options as well. There you go. We'll just configure this. So that's how the air trigger works, and you can see that the FPS counter, the temperature, the battery percentage, everything is mentioned here. So you can see CPU usage also is included here. Now that's how you can see that the FPS counter is also in action. Now let's go to actual gaming, and we'll show you how good the gaming experience is. So we just demoed all the features actually. So this is how the game Genie works. Now let's go to the next option. So let's see the temperature. You can see that the RGB lighting also in action. So the temperature, you can see that near the heat sink, you can see the temperature is around 45 degrees. That's how the heat dissipation happens. So that's the area is around almost 46 degrees. So that's the area where heat is dissipated. Now you can also see that the top portion gets to 50 degrees. This is extreme gaming we are playing. I mean the maximum power you're getting, it goes to 50 degrees on the back panel, and on the sides also it does get a lot hot because of the extreme. This is played in X mode, and the display, you can see that now it's 43 degrees. So near the heat sink and the top portion, that's where the actual processing happen, the vapor cooling, all those things happen. That area it reaches around 50 degrees. So that's the temperature. Now you can also see the aura lighting in action. This also works while gaming. Now let's go to PUBG Mobile right now. So here again we are playing with HDR and Extreme. That's the maximum available. Ultra HD we are not going because it's not available. Coming soon, you can see. Now HDR and Extreme. We'll also play with a smooth and extreme in between to show you if there is any difference. So that's the setup we're going to play on this device. So let's start. Before that, we'll also configure the air triggers for PUBG.
Reloading. Nice shot. Cover me. Expired.
Is unstoppable! Killing spree for the blue team!
Clear. Cover me.
The blue team is in the lead. The match is over, and the blue team is in the lead.
Kill. Great. You're about to win.
The blue team is about to win. Killing spree for the red team. Killing spree for the red team.
Target down. Blue team. Enemy down. Kill. Nice shot. Expired.
Killing spree for the blue team.
Expired. Cover me.
The blue team is in the lead.
So that is PUBG Mobile, and let's see the temperature now. So it's not that high. You can see that now it is considerably lowered at 42 degrees. Even at the heat sink area, it's not that high. Asphalt 8 took a lot of performance, and that was the one which took to 50 degrees. With PUBG it's like 42, 43. That's the temperature, and on the display it's again 41.8. So that's the temperature. So there you go, that's the temperature with PUBG Mobile. So now after 50 minutes of gaming, around 16% battery drop. So 50 minutes, 50 minutes, 16% with intense graphic quality, and we also had 120 FPS and X mode was enabled, so the best gaming experience we could get. And the air triggers performed really well. It was really helpful in shooting in PUBG Mobile, and even in Asphalt 9 it was really helpful. So you can configure the air triggers based on your usage, so that's something which is really flexible and configurable. And this is top of the line hardware, and the performance was superb on the ROG Phone II, and the display quality was something which is really appreciable. 120 hertz refresh rate, and the game both of the games were played with almost like 55 to 60 FPS. That's what the counter showed. Almost like 60 FPS it reached, and the PUBG game was played with 55 to 60 FPS. That was the frame rate. So all in all, the ROG Phone II is a really great device for gaming, especially with the air triggers, which helps in really great gaming. So that was a PUBG Mobile test, heating and battery drain on the ROG Phone II. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button for more videos. This is Vimal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.